What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Nash, and today we're back with Excel for Analysts. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to find duplicates in your data. So sometimes you might have, sensitive information, like maybe you're refunding your customers, right? You're paying them back for what they overpaid, and you add someone as a duplicate like 5 times. Now they get paid 5 times. So these are things you want to avoid when you're working with your data. I'm going to be showing you how to easily do that. So let's go ahead and minimize this over here so you guys can see everything. All right, cool. So we have our data here. So this is just a list of, it's actually a list from this employment projections that we use on our first video on episode 1. So I just went ahead and picked at the first word here using the text to columns feature here, okay? So let's go to duplicates here. This is what we're working with. So the easiest way to do this is, let's say we're, just looking at this specific column, right? I would left click on this to select everything in this column, right? So this is gonna select literally everything, including the cells that don't have anything here on the bottom. So everything is selected. So if you ever add anything else, it'll still be under that. If it's a duplicate, it's gonna be shown as a duplicate. All right. So we have this selected, and you want to go to home. Make sure at home you're gonna go to conditional formatting right here. Click that. This is gonna drop down, and we're gonna go to highlight cell rules. Okay, now we're gonna go all the way to the bottom to duplicate values. So click on that. There we go. So now this is gonna highlight anything that's a duplicate here. Okay, now this is kind of hard to tell, right? This is kind of like, you don't know where the other duplicate is, how many they are, unless you really scroll down. Sometimes if you're working with a lot of data, it is difficult. Okay, so what I would do is I would click on the column title. I would do Control Shift L. This is gonna bring my filter here. Okay, Control Shift L is gonna bring a filter on there. So click that drop down, and now we're gonna sort this A through Z. So this is essentially these are words, so I can sort them A through Z. If there were numbers, you could do largest to smallest or smallest to largest, right? So I'm gonna do A through Z. Now there we go. Now all the duplicates are next to each other. Okay, there we go. So now we have all the duplicates here. Another cool thing I like to do is I don't like scrolling down and finding the duplicates maybe on the bottom. What I would do is I would also go on the first one, the first cell that has a duplicate, and I'll right click on the cell, and I'm gonna go to filter right here, and I'm gonna go to filter by cell color. Okay, like that. So what it's gonna do is gonna select everything that has the cell color red, or this red color, and it's gonna be up here. Okay, so now it's filtered like this. All right, so let me go ahead and do this. I'm gonna go ahead and click at this drop down, and I'm gonna go ahead and click at clear filter from occupation. Like that. There we go. Now we don't have a filter. So now we can go back to the first duplicate that we have here. Right click, go to sort. So now we have a couple of options here. The first one is put selected cell color on top. Put front. It just depends. I would just pick the first one here. What it's gonna do is just gonna put these first, and everything else that's not a duplicate is on the bottom. So this is a good way to separate. You can also use the other options here. If we go to what we do, right click, you can go to sort. Now you can hit put selected font color on top. So if it has the same font color, it should be like that. It should be able to be on top, right? You can also do things like where is it at? Right click, go to sort. We can do kind of like this right here. Still the same thing. This has the same thing. So another quick trick is you can also click this drop down here, and you can go to sort by color, because that's what we selected, and you can just hit no fill. There you go. So now it's going to be the opposite. Now you have your duplicates on the bottom here. Okay, now let's go ahead and do A through Z, kind of like that. We're back to our original state. Now to remove this filter, let's say sometimes you just want to remove it, you can click the cell again, left click to select everything. Go to conditional formatting. You want to go to clear rules. Okay, now you have two options. You have clear rules from the selected cells, you already have them selected, or from the entire sheet. Sometimes you do you use this rule for the entire sheet. In this instance, I'm just using it for the selected cells that I have selected right now. So I'll just select this. There we go. We don't have any more rules. Last thing I want to show you is going to be how to customize this. You don't always have to use the red color. So if I go back here, I'm selecting this. Click this drop down. I'm going to go to highlight cell rules. I'm going to go to highlight cell rules. I'm going to go to duplicate values, kind of like that. So here you actually have a bunch of options here. I'm just going to show you the basic here, right? Obviously, the first one is you're going for duplicates, right? You can actually select unique ones, but that's not the point of this lesson. I'm going to go to duplicate, and I'm going to go ahead and click the drop down here. And instead of using light red fill with the dark red text, you can use something like a green fill with a dark green text, like that. And there you go. This is what it looks like over here. You can see it over here. You also have the option to create a custom format. I don't see why you would need to do that unless, you know, for a reason, then go ahead and do that. But I recommend just using the defaults that they have on here. My favorite one is the first one, actually, the red, highlight. But that is pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Let me know if you guys have any questions. We're going to do a live stream where I answer all these questions. And yeah, and we can kind of like sum everything up. But thank you so much for watching. Make sure to go ahead and hit the subscribe button below if you haven't already, so you don't miss our future videos. And also make sure to go ahead and like the video if you think it was helpful. And also save the video if you didn't take notes and you want to reference back to it later. Go ahead and do that. But I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.